So individual athletes, Tuesday the 14th on the season program. Session 1, it's quite a small session. We're just going to get after some squat intervals. So you're going to do a 20 calorie row, hit that at a moderate to hard pace, and then you're going to go into 5 front squats from the floor at a set weight. This is a very typical weight that could be used for this if it was going to be more of a strength test. If you need to scale this, I would scale this in reps before you scale it in scale this in reps before you scale it in load. So you have the 5 reps there at 102 for guys, 70 for the girls. If that needs to go down to 3 reps for you, then that's okay. And then you're going to 1-to-1 in between sets. You're going to do the same thing again with some relatively heavy deadlifts. Deadlifts is a movement that we didn't see come up in the open, so maybe we have that coming up this week. Again, if this weight is super heavy for you, then scale back the reps a little bit so that you finish these 5 sets and you have that feeling of, okay, that was not too bad. If you finish these 5 sets and like that was so heavy, then it was too much for that session. So if you know that that weight is a really challenging weight for you to move, then reduce to 3 reps. If 3 reps would still be really difficult, then reduce the load by 10 to 20 kilos. And then you finish in the session with a bit of a strange 12-minute AMRAP. Henrik thought that Turkish get-ups was a dark horse as a movement to come up in the quarterfinals. So we've got Turkish get-ups with a kettlebell into a handstand hold in a 1x1 meter square, and then into some burpee chest to bars and burpee pull-ups, just to practice those movements in case it's going to be a progression on what we did in the open. Second session is just some touches on a wide range of different movements. Again, if the volume feels high when you're going into this session, just keep it lower, go to 2 sets of each rather than 3 sets of each. This doesn't need to be done at a super high intensity. You can just sort of move through this, rest 1-to-1 with a partner, and just feel like you get some little bits of touches on a bunch of different movements before the weekend.